Hey, how's it going, everybody out there in YouTube land? This is Roy, aka Horizon Guy. My eBay store is Horizon Picks, and this is a sales update video focusing on picks from the Goodwill Outlets. This is a pay by the pound type of purchase. It is in bulk. If you don't have Goodwill Outlets, find out online. The closest to me were about an hour away, but well worth it. This is there's about 30 items here around that, and I'm just going to start right off. Most of these I do run some sales, I do run some free shipping, and I do best offer. So I have a sheet in front of me, and I'll be telling you what prices I took. When you go to the weigh and pays, at least where I live in Pennsylvania. If you do buy like a full cart worth of stuff and it's over 50 items, it is 97 cents a pound, or roughly around 6 cents an ounce. So I'll tell you, roughly how much I paid per item, but it is by weight and quantity. And shoes are, I believe they don't charge flat $2 a pair for shoes and stuff like that. So let me get to it, get started. Oops. All right, first off, Dallas is having a great year. I am not a Dallas Cowboys fan in terms of the football team on television or in the NFL, but I am a big fan of selling their clothing. It does sell pretty well for me. I've had a few different Cowboys items sell this past season. On this Dallas hat, I took a best offer of $22 with free shipping. Nobody had this hat that I could see, so I put it up. It took about a week or so to sell, and just by weight, usually these hats are around 4 ounces or so. So you're looking at it between 25 and 30 cents for a hat like this at the weigh and pay. I did get this in. I usually don't get to the weigh and pay until the afternoon. It is somewhat picked over, but I did find a lot of hats, probably about 20 to 25 hats that did need a little bit of work. You can see here I wrote has been gently washed and air dried. I do kind of clean up these hats as best I can. I do wash them because that's I just think it's kind of gross to sell something like that, as it's going to go on somebody else's head and whatnot. So, anywho, great hat. This Ralph Lauren polo, this was just very kind of a common item. I found a bunch of these polo cotton. They're a Blake. And they have different names. 100% cotton. This one's a nice pinstripe. I don't sell too many shirts in this type of style in my store, but I'm getting more into it because of the ability to find these for cheap. I did take a best offer of $22 plus the free shipping. This goes first class in a mailer, um, and off it went. Again, I probably paid maybe 75 cents for this shirt. It's pretty light. This is an interesting one. At the bins, people leave stuff and they move on. The bins kind of get quickly, well, people looking for higher end antique items will kind of go through the bins. And this type of stuff is something to look out for. These are vintage uh, hangers, pressed to lock. They're great for like slacks or pants or skirts. And I picked up quite a few of them. They were kind of a light aluminum metal, kind of chrome metal, very pretty light. So I probably ended up paying maybe a quarter a piece for these. On the hangers, I took a best offer of $25 plus free shipping. I think I was able to get these into a flat mailer, a priority mailer. Penn State, this sold, I think, the same weekend that they won, and it was announced they were going to be in the Rose Bowl again this year in 2016. And I had listed, this was in that lot with the other Dallas hat. I listed about 15 or 20 hats. one weekend, and this was one of the first ones to get an offer. So I took a best offer of 25 plus the free shipping. I do usually put these in a light cardboard box around the brim of the hat, and then I'll put a bubble mailer around that, just so there's no chance for the brim to get bent. That's one of the biggest things when you're mailing these hats. It can still go first class. Just don't overdo it with the cardboard and tape on the inside. This Smoky, I got this I think about a week ago, and it was flipped upside down, and he was up like this. And at first glance, it didn't look like he was working, but again, at these bins, people are very tough on the items, and I was able to kind of snap this back into play. I'm familiar with this line. These are kind of talking. It's pretty cool. This guy's the bumper becomes his mouth. He like talks, and you can like, it came with these little balls, which of course were long gone, but you could put like a little foam ball in there and it'll shoot it. And he's kind of interactive. You move him around, and he says all different things. It's a really cool toy. They made this guy, and then they made a fire truck. They made a garbage truck. They made a loader. And that's a Matchbox. Put those out. Smokey took a best offer of $26 even, and then you see they did pay some shipping on top to get that. So it was a nice pickup there. He was a little bit heavy. Probably ended up paying about $250 for this toy. Oh, this hat. Yeah, this was just kind of in between some clothing. It looked practically brand new. I was, wow, this is in really great shape. Had this nice like Marines embroidered emblem on the front. Um, and you see it's this, I can put it here, it's a field cover Marpat Desert Storm type hat. On the hat I took 26.39 as a best offer, and it did have free shipping. This went in a nice padded mailer. Again, probably paid less than 50 cents for this hat. Ralph Lauren, had come across at the bins. Just a bit of advice: if you find something that is pretty good, stay right where you are and definitely look around where that item is, because this stuff is just kind of dumped in. People are really looking for higher end stuff, and some other stuff, like in this case, like a Ralph Lauren. Look for other Ralph Lauren stuff. Look for items that are in that same kind of price range. You might end up being surprised what you kind of find. It's actually worked for me. Be thorough when you find something good. This vest, I knew right away what this was. It's a beautiful wool houndstooth pattern. You can see here, and right away, this sold within a few days. I took a best offer of $27.50 plus the free shipping, and this was it's kind of a smaller vest, and went right in a little padded mailer. Easy peasy. Probably again 50 cents. It was little. It was light. The silver tab Carpenter jeans. The Carpenter brand is pretty easy to see. It has this, what would you call a hammer? You'd hang your hanger in that spot, and then I guess I called this like a nail pocket. So has extra pockets there. And the Carpenter jeans sell pretty well in the Levi's. These silver tab jeans, I took a best offer of $29 plus free shipping. And on jeans, these were pretty light. They weren't super heavy weight. Probably paid about $1.50, maybe $2 at the very most for these. Metal Militia, love my Metal Militia stuff. It's a brand that both kids and adults, I think, kind of go for. Great, great kind of skate street artistry to these items. They do sell pretty fast. This Metal Militia hat, I hadn't seen it anywhere on eBay. put it up at $30. It sold in a couple of days for full price plus the free shipping. And again, I probably paid 25 cents for this hat. It's pretty cool. It's got some cool design flair to it, and it was it's kind of like a thicker cotton feel, a little, not just like a flimsy baseball cap. It's pretty neat. Hey, this was one of the first things I found the first time I ever went to the bins. I went into the first bin. I wasn't finding anything. And down at the bottom of the clothing bin, not the separate bins that have all the non-clothing stuff, this was shoved at the very bottom of the bin. I pulled it out, and I had this belt for about a few weeks. Had a few low ball offers. I just kind of held out until something I was comfortable with. I took a best offer of $30 plus the free shipping. It's very light. It's made of foam, but it was in really good shape. There was not much wrong with this belt. So $30 again, probably paid maybe 50 cents for it. It did go. I put a piece of cardboard behind it to kind of back it, and then I put it in, I think, two bubble mailers put together. Levi's, these 514 black looked like they were new with I mean, whenever you see this on there, and they were just in fantastic shape. And whenever I see something like this at the bins, I buy it because it's so cheap, and I think there's a really good chance to sell them. These took a best offer of $30 plus the free shipping. And any kind of jeans like these, I usually am able to fold them up nicely, and then I put them in an inner bag, and then I put them into either a paper or bubble, flat rate priority mailer. So you're looking at probably $5.90 on my end to ship these jeans out. Another pair, these sandblasted 569s, same thing, took a best offer. Oh, nope, full price, $30 plus the free shipping on those. I have a few more pairs coming up on those. This is a cool item. I bought two of these at the bins. I got to the bins late. There was really kind of no one there. I actually kind of like that. Right before they close, they do close in my area around 8 p.m. I actually try to go after the rush hour when people are kind of home eating. I'm in there picking, and I don't know, I kind of like it. I found these two. These were just a really cool, water filter, sustainable water filter device. They were new, brand new, two of them. Did promoted listings on these, and one of them sold right away. I took a best offer of $31.67 plus the free shipping, and I believe this fit nicely into the shoe box priority box, so box in a box. And I still have one left. Hope I can sell that. Again, this was probably less than $1. It was pretty light because it was just this very thin glass and the filter in there. Hey, another pair of Levi's, these 505 tan ivory color. I've actually noticed some of the colored ones sell pretty quickly. This actually went global shipping program and sold at the full price on my end for the $33 plus the free shipping, and again into a flat rate mailer. These 559s, same thing, full price, $35.99, or $34.99, sorry, and the free shipping. These, whenever I'm at the bins, if you find them this crisp, I don't think there's any. I don't know. I would buy every pair I could. I'm not telling you to do that. That's just what I've been kind of doing. And jeans are very easy to list. Once you get in the knack of putting them up, I mean, I could probably list, 10 to 20 within an hour or two. It's very easy to get them up once you get your process down. So can't kind of argue with that. This next one, Nerf laser tag, did sell for the full price. and got the $35 plus free shipping. I think this went into a regional priority box. It worked great. Open it right up, looked at it, new batteries inserted. It worked really well right away, no issues. So you do take a chance at the bins with some of this stuff, but if you're in the know about electronics and how to kind of maybe clean the battery contacts here and there to get things to kind of function smoothly, you can definitely make some money on the stuff. This was probably less than $1. This was also an early thing that I picked from the bottom of a bin. This is just a moisture kind of humidity moisture in the air. Again, this was very light. It's like that, like almost like the size of like a remote control. And so again, probably paid like a quarter for this. Like I took a best offer of $35, and the free shipping, it went first class. These Doc Martens, I found these. There's just a mountain. If you go to the bins, sometimes you'll just see one bin of just jeans or just shoes or just, audio speakers. Like they do, at least where I live, they do kind of have those. This was in a mountain. I did piece these together in a mountain of shoes. I was able to find these two and put them together. And the Docs, I'm glad I did. These I took a best offer $35 and did the free shipping. And Doc Martens are just a great brand. And even something like this, getting them at the bins, they still have a pretty decent resale value. Particularly if you get these ones that are leather, you can give them a little bit of a buff, and they do present pretty well. They're made for that kind of wear and tear. So getting them at the bins, you're able to kind of get them to be still in a sellable shape. A lot of the stuff they have is very beat up, but there is a flat cost of $2 per pair of shoes at the bins when I go. Carhartt, good brand. People really like it. This is like more of a durable workwear. Probably heard of Carhartts. Mechanic people seem to really like these. And outdoor, if you work outdoors, it's breathable, good quality stuff. These were also, so you see size 52 by 30, pretty large. The big and tall stuff sells quicker and a little more expensive in my opinion. So these jeans were probably $3 because of their weight. They're a thick denim. I took a best offer of $36.50 plus the free shipping. And I did get these into, I think I was able to squeeze these into a bubble priority mailer. Nike warm up windbreaker jackets, kind of a throwback, reminds me of like late 80s, early 90s design. But again, at the bins, you find stuff like this. It was in amazing shape, super clean, white. A few, I think it did have a mark here or there, but just beautiful condition, windbreaker, still very wearable. Took a best offer of $37.50 and the free shipping. Again, this may have been able to go first class because it is quite light. In the windbreaker, again, probably paid, 50, 75 cents, something like that. This is a cool one. I would have kept it. I just don't have the room right now to display this and give it kind of justice. Very cool kind of, in my opinion, anytime you see this type of camera with the folding bellows and it's intact, and just the level of detail on this, very cool piece, folds up nicely, and into this kind of travel. And back in the day, this was your, compact travel camera. Um, Totally discarded at the bins. It's kind of tossed aside. I took a quick look at it. I knew basically what it was. You see, it's from that kind of right in the 20s era. And let's see, on the Kodak, took a best offer of $40 plus free shipping. I was able to, I think I did a box inside a flat rate mailer. so it didn't. It was pretty very secure. A beautiful item, and so stuff like this again, not unheard of. To find something like this, and it was a little heavy. Maybe paid like $2 for this. Um, cool piece. Merrell's a brand I've sold before. I tend to get good prices on this brand. These Merrells, again, pieced together from a shoe bin. Totally, the shoes were in totally different areas of the outlet, but I kept one in my cart and just kind of tooled around and found the other one. It's a little tip. If you see one shoe you like, throw it in your cart and keep going. You may run into it, and there you go. Boom, you have them. If you don't find it when you're checking out, just toss it back in the bin. Maybe somebody else has the other shoe and can benefit from that. Took a best offer of 45 on these Merrells. They didn't even have the shoelace. I was able to add that myself to complete them. But such a good brand, and they're for hiking and such. I'm sure the people were happy with them. They were in really good shape. They were just a little bit dusty. Give them a little once over, and very presentable. These were one of the first pairs of shoes I bought from the bins. These were just set aside. They weren't actually in a shoe bin. They were just put to the side. I don't know if they didn't fit somebody and then they just left them there, but I kind of went right up and grabbed them. Again, $2 for this pair of Timberlands. Very nice. I would have kept them, but I'm pretty good on my footwear for the winter. These were pretty heavy. I held out for, really didn't want to take less than $50 for these, especially with the free shipping. And then eventually I said, I just added this little shipping cost to help out and dropped it. And then they sold within a day or two at this full price. So $47.50. And then they did pay a little bit of shipping to help me out with the, and again, $2. Marvel by Johnny Blaze, very cool, great design. If you're into Marvel comics or the movies or both, this is just kind of a high-end hoodie in my opinion. And even this one had some issues and sold for what did I get for that? The Marvel, $50. Somebody gave me $50. It did have the free shipping. I was able to get this, I think, into a regional box. This is all embroidered. On the side sleeve, there's these wonderful patches that are all sewn on for the different, so a whole bunch of different people on there. Very cool. On this side, you could see it's a limited edition collection, blah, blah, blah. But cool stuff. Really, there's a couple different versions of these sweatshirts. This one I could even show, it had a few spots on it. Again, $50, boom. Great pickup, probably $2 at the bins. Going here. Oh, okay. This is the Buzz Lightyear Jetpack. This one, I got this, and these wings were kind of bent back a little bit, and you could see the plastic was a little bit stressed, but it worked. It was a really cool piece. This sold within less than a day at full price to $50, and I did do free shipping, and had to kind of splice two long boxes together to get this to fit, but totally worth it. Probably $1.50. It was a pretty light piece, luckily, and it was a quick flip, which is great. I can't do better than that. These Birkenstocks, these were just, I was going through the bins, and in my opinion, when you go to the bins, I try to spend my time because I drive almost an hour there and back, so I will go through every single bin as best as I can. And I found these are types of things you'll find. I found these at the bottom of a bin of like towels. There were shoes on the bottom, which nobody had kind of like seen or looked down in there. And these were in there. They were practically new. They're really beautiful. These are the Birkenstock Papilio. There were these metallic, super comfortable shoes. I mean, they totally look it, and they look just almost new. Put these up. I got an offer really quickly. Took a best offer of $50, and did the free shipping. They did fit in the flat rate mailer. All right, we're almost done, guys. Next up, this Ravens jacket. Sold a bunch of these this past season. These, in my opinion, if they're clean, do check them thoroughly. There's a lot going on with these jackets. Make sure there's no spots or staining or what have you. This one was pretty clean. There really wasn't much issues at all. This one at the bins, it was a little bit heavy. I think it's between 3 to 4 pounds. It's a big puffy jacket, so probably again in that maybe 350-ish I paid for this. Took a best offer of $70, plus they did pay the $11.99. These big puffer jackets, especially this one, it's an extra large, they just fit into the medium flat rate boxes. So that's why for a while I sold a few of these earlier, and I was kind of getting a little bit bitten with the shipping. So I added this $12 fee and that'll go coast to coast in the flat rate box for $12. So good stuff. $70 on my $3. And last but not least, we have another Toy Story. This is another backpack. Strap this to a kid's back, but this one was really cool. This one, the wings actually flip and fold under. And if you see on the end of the wings, it actually lit up here. And when it's out, you hit the buttons and it says different things, and the kid can run around with this on his back, and it will, when the wings move, it makes little flying sounds. It's really cool. And you see they flip out, in and out, um, you know, that way. It's a really cool mechanism on this toy. Again, this one was a little bit heavier, probably paid $2 or $3 for it. And again, this sold for the full price, again, with less than a day, quick flip, sold it for the full $80. And I did pay free shipping. This went global shipping program, so just had to send it to Kentucky. This one was a bit easier to ship because the wings folded under like that, so I was able to get it into more of like a VCR size box, and off it went. So that's it, guys. That's my video. Thanks for watching, and hit up the comments there if you have any questions. If you like what you saw, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I plan on bringing new content. Happy holidays, have a happy new year, and thanks for watching.